Okay, boys and girls, we're on the part 2 of our Pysanka eggs, our Russian-inspired Easter eggs that we were making. So last time you were supposed to use symmetry to make an Easter egg that's the same on both sides. You can see my line of symmetry going right down the middle. Completely fine that it shows up. Now we're going to be making the overlay of our Easter egg, the black part that's going to cover up and make windows for our egg. Okay, so what we'll do is you have two options. First one is you can just use your crayon. You're going to need a light colored crayon and a dark piece of paper. And you could just trace it right around the outside edge, just like that. Or you can do a different thing. And I'm going to show you the other thing. So if the other one doesn't make sense, you may just go ahead and trace your egg using your light colored pencil or crayon. I am going to put my other egg aside for a moment, grab this paper, and fold it in half vertically. Remember, I hold my sides. I make my two edges touch, make those corners line up, make those edges line up nice and neat, and then I smash the center. We talked before that this is called the line of symmetry. That's the part that is folded, okay? Now what I can do is I can take my Easter egg that I had last time, fold it back in half like it was, and I can sandwich it just like that, kind of like a taco. Now all I have to do is holding it very carefully. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to trace that side with my light color egg, or my light color crayon. Sorry, I've got Easter eggs on my head. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Yes. Just like that. Now, if you look, when I open it up, they should match just about perfectly. If they don't, we can always trim the edges at the very end. I'll show you what I mean by that. Now, I'm going to fold this back in half. I'm going to put my egg off to the side. And now I'm going to color, this is going to be the back side, the side that is not seen. So we don't have to worry about making mistakes or making extra color on this edge. But on this side, I'm going to make a copy of that outside edge that's at least 1 finger thick. Look at how I leave my finger there, and I'm turning the paper and I'm leaving my finger. That way I don't get confused, okay? So it's got to be as thick as my finger. If my finger doesn't fit in that space, then it's too thin. You might even want to use your thumb or even 2 fingers, since my fingers are bigger than yours. Then I'm going to color that in. The reason I color it in is because on this step, this can be really confusing. So if we use little guides to help our eyes know where to cut and know what to do, we will be more successful, okay? Just like that. Okay, now it's time to make the windows. And my window will start on my fold line, on my line of symmetry. I'm going to start by drawing one line straight up like that. Okay? And then I'm going to color this part in. Any part that's colored in, I'm not going to cut. Then I'm going to draw another line here. But I'm not going to color this one. This one, I'm going to leave blank. So I'm going to make a pattern of colored, not colored, colored, not colored, okay? So the next pattern, I might do a big wiggle line. I want to draw lines that I know I can cut. If I make them itsy bitsy zigzags, I can't cut those out, and I don't want those. I want big smooth lines, big easy lines I can cut out. Now my pattern was colored, not colored, colored. So I need to color in this section. Okay. Then I'm going to make a line that copies this. And should I color that one? Let's check. Color, not color. Color, not color. Nope, I'm not going to color that one. And then I'm going to do one more straight line. Let's see. Color, not color. Color, not color. Color. Oops, I'm getting on my table. That's a good thing I can clean it, huh? Then one more line. Color, not color, color, not color, color, not color, color. It helps to say it out loud. That way I don't make a mistake. Okay, now when I go to cut, I'm only cutting out the parts that do not have any crayon. Got it? So I'm not going to cut here. I'm not going to cut here. My scissors have to stay on this empty edge right there. So watch as I do. I'm going to start with my scissors, and they're going to stay on that line that I made with the pattern. Do I keep cutting or do I stop? I have to stop because that's colored in. I can't cut out any colored in parts. Then remember, I moved the paper, not the scissors. So as I move the paper, my scissors stay the same direction, but my paper moves different directions. Go to my next one, and this one I'm going to wiggle around like this. Notice that my paper is moving, not the scissors. Oh, I got to stop there. If I keep cutting, I'll cut my egg in half. So I have to stop, move my paper, not the scissors, then move my paper, not the scissors. Cut it again. Okay, one more window to cut out. Remember, all my colored parts are staying connected to my egg. I have to be really careful that I don't accidentally keep cutting. It's easy to make that mistake. If you do make that mistake, it's super easy. You just glue the two pieces together, okay? I'll show you in a second. Now, when I open it up, look what happens. I made an egg with a window on it. So all I'm going to do is glue it down on top of it and then cut off the edges. Now, if you were one that made a mistake, and let's say that you cut all the way across just like this, watch what happens. All you have to do is glue the two edges together, the two pieces together like this. And it'll look so good, nobody will even notice that you made that mistake. Okay? So that's how you make your Pysanka eggs, just like that. Gluing them down. Let me go ahead and glue mine down so you can see. Notice my glue is going on the part with the crayon. That side is the side that gets glued to the other paper. I'm gonna line it up as best as I possibly can. Then I'm gonna glue this one that I accidentally made my mistake on, and I turned it into not a mistake. Put that glue on the side that had the crayon coloring. Stick them down, just like that. And then my last step I can do is clean it up a little bit. So I can take my scissors and cut right on the edge. I'm actually cutting both pieces. Oops, there it goes. Remember, I'm moving the paper, not the scissors. I'm not cutting off much. I'm just cutting enough to make my mistakes not a mistake anymore. There's my Pysanka egg. Happy Easter!